Hello, Halos Gaming here, bringing you another update to the Necro. Today we are on day 6, I believe. I'll have to check the thing, but it's the third video of progression, and we had a pretty good time yesterday. We didn't get our level. We didn't go from 93 to 94. We were about 20 or 10 to 15% into level 94. Or sorry, level 93, and we got to about 70 to 80% to level in through level 93. So we're still 93, we're almost to 94. So today we really hope to get to 94. But I'll go ahead and show you a couple of improvements and the finds that we had yesterday. We probably had the craziest find up there in the top right corner. We got a Pecomb 45 out of the cube, which is insane. Go to my Twitch and check the highlights there as I'm making this video before I can upload it onto YouTube. I will be making a highlight reel of my reactions to crazy drops because it was an interesting reaction. I don't know, but we got a Pecomb 45. We had a relatively average day after that. We got a goal about midway through the day. And then we ended the day with a 316-20 small charm, which I ended up giving to the barb that I tend to run with a lot. Yeah, I was trying to sell it, and I was just like, I'm not going to get what I think this is worth. So I'm just going to give it to my buddy. And we also found an Ormus, an okay Ormus. It's not a great Ormus, but it's an okay Ormus. But with the selling of that Pecomb, we were able to get a couple of upgrades to our character. I'll go ahead and make a game real quick, and I'll show you the upgrades that we were able to acquire. We did not die yesterday, which is really awesome. So the upgrades acquired. First off, we got our Merc a new helm. We got an Endariel's Visage. I still need the jewel for it. If we get the 15 IAS jewel in conjunction with the treachery, he'll hit the, I believe it's 89 FCR breakpoint, and he'll attack a lot faster, which will make him a much stronger mercenary. We were debating whether Fortitude is better than the attack speed breakpoint, and we're trying to decide if I should get a Fortitude or not. But I'll have to play with breakpoints and do a little bit more research on that, whether Fortitude or Treachery is actually the better thing. Fortitude gives a big 300% enhanced damage bonus, which is huge, and then also has massive, like, way more defenses than this, and gives Shiver armor. The downside is it doesn't proc Fade, and Fade adds 20% DR and and a lot of resist. So with Fade procced, sorry, my cat just stepped on my stream deck. With Fade procced, we end up with max res on the Merc, even though he has the minus 30 res from the Andariels. So Fade gives him max fire res, which makes him a lot more durable, and I really appreciate that on Treachery. It's kind of nifty. And then the Andariels Visage also kind of makes him immune to poison, which is awesome. It increases poison res by 70 and adds 10 to maximum poison resist, so that's pretty nice. But the big thing that this gives is plus 2 all skills and 20% increased attack speed. And once we get a 15 IS jewel in here, it'll break the next breakpoint. But ideally, we'll get a 1530 in, which is a 15 IAS 30 fire res jewel, which they're stupidly expensive. We can afford it, but I don't want to put that forum gold there until I get other upgrades first. If that makes sense. We're still running Treachery and Infinity on our helm. We're still running the same helm, the 50, the Crown of Ages. I think we're going to be using this for a while. Another really big upgrade we did is we got Call to Arms. And Call to Arms gives us the battle orders. The Call to Arms we were using previously had 1 battle orders. This one has 6. So it was a significant improvement in life. This added like 180, 190 life to my build. Just alone, which is really awesome. We also decided that we were no longer going to be running, I think I kind of explained this yesterday, we're no longer going to be running like pure MF builds, so we're at about 181 MF. I'm debating whether I want to do War Travs or if I want to switch over to Waterwalks and then do a respec. So we're thinking about doing, or not Waterwalks, we're thinking about changing over to Marrowwalks, as the Marrowwalks will increase our skeleton damage and attack rating So right now they have 1145, and then with these they have 1115, and then the damage goes up a little bit as well. It makes the skeletons a little bit stronger, but more importantly, this has 10 strength and 10 vitality, which I know the MF is amazing, but this has up to 20 strength and 17 dexterity. Dexterity equals vitality since we're max block. So when we go tech, when we hit T, or sorry, character, we have over on dexterity now while wearing this. And so if we go with Marrow Walks, we can achieve max block, putting less points into dexterity, thus achieving more total HP. Whereas these give 10 vitality bonus, these give effectively up to a 37 vitality bonus because we have to put a few points into strength and we have to put a few points into dexterity. So that 17 dex is awesome. I'm not sure that these are required for me to wear my gear at all. At least in this configuration, they're not. And they also have a required strength of 118, so they're after Enigma. So I'm not sure how helpful the strength actually is, because I don't need the strength to wear all my gear. If we take this off and take that off, we can't wear much. This will also make it so I don't need +2 strength there. So having better ones would be awesome. I actually might be able to get away with only putting strength to wear the Dust Shroud Enigma, or the Dust Shroud Enigma on. The other upgrade that we were able to acquire is a couple of Summoner Grand Charms with life. And we're still running Geeds. I'm tempted to switch the Geeds out for a Summon Grand Charm. I'm not sure that that's worth it because 38 plus the... Yeah, I guess we just ditch the MF and then we just only carry MF on this. What that does is it allows us to have better survivability, and as we level and get closer to the end of the level, death becomes more punishing. So increasing our survivability and our combat effectiveness is valuable. Also, our clear speed is more valuable than MF, and that's another factor that we kind of have to take into account. Not quite sure exactly what I want to do. And then we're also still trying to roll for a better amulet. I know Mara's Kaleidoscope is really good, but if we can get something that has, I want to say it's 8 faster cast rate, because without that amulet, without the ring, I should put that on. Without the ring, we are at 40 faster cast rate, or 30 faster, where is it at? Faster cast rate should be higher up in this list. We're at 40 faster cast rate. If we hit 48, we hit the frame that I'm pretty comfortable playing Summoner on. So if we can get that +8 FCR, +2 summon skills, plus strength amulet, that would be nice. We're going to, if it doesn't have strength on it, if it doesn't have more than 7 strength on it, we're going to lose the +2 to all skills, which for our battle orders. But if we get enough strength to wear the Crown of Ages on swap, which we would need, and in this current configuration, we need, I want to say 14 more strength. So we get like 15 plus strength on this, or I guess it'd be 20 plus strength. And then all res, which is really, really hard to find ring. That would be ideal. I'm just kind of trying to think about ways that we can improve this build and ways to make it more survivable and more durable. Long term, we're going to upgrade Torch and Annie and perhaps get a 25 res or couple 25 res, 20 life 5 res charms. And then that will allow us to put shield here, giving us a additional breakpoint, and then perhaps a faster hit recovery grand charm rather than the lifers to switch one lifer out for a faster hit recovery. That would give us the 86 faster hit recovery breakpoint, assuming we got a faster hit recovery small charm. I think we just need one to make that work. And then we would be hitting the max breakpoint. And yeah, so if we get perfect gear, we can make that change. We hit another breakpoint, which is nice. And then we may actually end up with good enough gear, we can change this for a shield, saving us a lot of vitality. Might be better to change the for a shield. And then I have a better block rate, because I believe shield gives better block rate on shields, which faster block rate means increased block chance, if I remember correctly. But this character is going to get a respec as soon as I get a couple more pieces. I'm trying to decide whether I want to get better Marowaks because these only have 13 strength or not. We can get an additional 7 strength. We can get an additional 7 here, so that's 14. We can get 10 here. That is actually 24. So if I got 20, 20, and then the 17 here, we would actually have our Crown of Ages on swap if we did those, just those couple of things. And that would be awesome. And then, of course, the all stats also increases our vitality and increases the amount of points we can put into vitality for this. Yes, I'm overthinking this absolutely insanely, trying to eke out the best that I can for the character. But that's kind of where the character's at and where I'm at progression-wise. I plan on hitting level 94 today, as we are at, I believe this is halfway, 60, so about 67% of the way to the next level, and I plan on getting to level 94 today, and my bard buddy, I think, is going for level 96, and he's close to, he's within a bar of 96. We also found those Verdungos yesterday, which I'm really sad about. It rolled really well, and it just kind of makes me sad. Yeah, it rolled really well, but it's ethereal. Anyways, that's kind of the update for the day. Make sure you guys keep on bringing each other up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.